Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my journey in beauty. Today's video is my November no-buy finale and an intro. So this is going to be a longer video. I hope you'll stick around until the end. Maybe grab a pillow, a snack, or a drink, and let's get started. Let's first talk about my November no-buy. First and foremost, I did not break my no-buy, but my hubby did. We will get to that in a few moments, but first I want to talk about some thoughts that I had during the process of my November no-buy. So if you missed it, I'm going to link my November no-buy intro up above in the cards so you can go and check it out. But my no-buy for November included makeup and skincare, and so here's how it went. So I don't know if you guys can relate to this or not, but one thing that I am very accustomed to doing, especially when I'm trying not to buy makeup, is what I like to call the fantasy shopping game. And what this looks like is I will scroll and look through the Ulta and Sephora apps looking for things that I might want to purchase, and I put them into my cart. And sometimes this goes on for just an evening, sometimes it goes on for days, and I take things out and I put things in, and then I kind of feel the rush, almost as if I've bought the product, but then there's that immediate disappointment when I don't click checkout. I was definitely participating in this fantasy shopping cart game throughout my November no-buy. I did not purchase anything, but this fantasy shopping game is almost like shopping in that I get that adrenaline rush when I'm putting things in my cart, same as if I was putting them in my cart to purchase right away. However, by the second week of my November no-buy, I was really getting into just playing with my makeup. That means swatching my makeup, which is something I don't tend to do a whole lot, which is really very odd. It probably plays into why I don't have a color recall on all of my products in my collection. And so I really just enjoyed reaching for whatever I wanted. So just overall, I really enjoyed diving into my collection, swatching my shadows, my blushes, my lip products each day to determine what I wanted to wear. So let's talk about Black Friday. This Thanksgiving, I had my girl Angela and her daughter here at my house for Thanksgiving. And part of the reason that she came was so that we could go Black Friday shopping. And we did. In fact, we went to both Target and Ulta twice in the weekend that she was here. And I'm very, very excited to report that I bought nothing. No makeup, no skincare. I did buy a new water cup at Target, which is an essential in my life. And that's it. I did give my daughter, who was also visiting Ulta for the first time, I gave her $10 to spend at Ulta on whatever she wanted to choose. And ultimately, I am so glad that I was not shopping on Black Friday because I had a lot of fun just following my daughter. She's 10. Just following her around Ulta. I let her take the lead. We went aisle by aisle, we swatched all the things, and I couldn't help but reflect on the fact that had I been there to shop for myself, that experience of Hannah's first visit to Ulta could have been quite different. Had I been shopping for myself, she would have been following me around, we would have been going where I wanted to go, and things like that. So I was really thankful actually that I was on a no-buy when we went to Ulta for Black Friday, because I just enjoyed the experience of being there with my daughter, seeing her reactions to all of the beautiful things. She swatched all of the things, and it was really fun to watch her pick the things that she wanted to swatch. some of which were really interesting choices to me. And then at the end of Black Friday, I had a realization, and that was I did not once have a twinge of regret that I was on a no-buy for Black Friday this year. There was definitely things that I thought were a good value or a good price, but there wasn't anything that I needed. So let's go ahead and talk about my lovely and wonderful husband. So during my November no-buy month, my hubby and I had agreed on a somewhat substantial budget for me come December 1st when my no-buy was over. This was kind of like my last hurrah purchase, somewhat spendy or bougie purchases before the end of the year. And of course, my husband is very familiar with the fantasy shopping cart game that I play. Sometimes I'm playing it in bed at night, which is a naughty. I usually don't have my phone in bed with me at night, but he has been there on the occasion where I was playing the fantasy shopping cart game. I almost always have things in my shopping carts at both Ulta and Sephora. Maybe they're things I'm just wishing for. Maybe they're the things that I need, but I'm waiting until I have enough of an order to receive free shipping or just to make it worth it. So I think I've mentioned to you guys before that my hubby actually works out of the state in which we live, so we do exchange text messages, as one would assume, every morning, just pleasantries, you know, how's your morning, what are you up to, etc. And so one morning, my husband and I were talking. He asked how my no-buy was going. And basically I explained to him that I was really frustrated because the things that I had in my cart at Ulta, there had appeared overnight several gifts with purchase that applied to the things that I had in my cart, as well as the kicker, they were having 4 times the point at the level of membership in which I live at Ulta. And so we were talking about it, and, you know, he understood where I was coming from, and that was the end of the conversation. I went on about my day, I filmed, etc. And when I was done filming, I looked at my phone again to see if I had any messages, and my husband had sent me 2 pictures or 2 screenshots to my text message showing confirmation numbers for both carts at Ulta and Sephora. He had cleaned out and purchased every single thing that was in my cart, and the text underneath of the screenshots said, "Merry Christmas, now you can start your year-long no-buy on December 1st. So that being said, I have decided to do a year-long no-buy. I had planned to do this on January 1st, giving myself the month of December. BRB, the cat wants back in. Right. There's Lucille, if you're new to my channel, that's my baby kitten. It's my favorite kid because her doesn't talk back to me. Just kidding. I like to say that to my kids though. So anyways, I knew at least a week or so into my no-buy November that I was planning to do a year-long no-buy. And that was part of the conversation that my husband and I had when we had set a budget for me to shop for myself on December 1st. And so that was kind of the agreement. I was going to purchase a few things within the budget, and that was going to be it until December 31st of 2019. However, my hubby broke my no-buy. Not really. I did not break my no-buy. I did not ask him to purchase these things for me. He did, in fact, buy these things as a gift for me for Christmas. So I feel great about that. I'm really excited about the new things that I have. This is not a haul video, so I'm not going to share it here, but you will see the new things popping up on my channel in the very near future. So let's talk about my no-buy year. So like I said, honestly, by the time I uploaded my no-buy November intro, I was about 95% certain that I was going to be doing a year-long no-buy, and this was kind of a test drive month for me to see if I could do it, to see how I felt about it, etc. And overall, it didn't take long before I was 100% certain that I wanted to do a no-buy year. And I want to really clarify the fact that I wanted to do a no-buy year versus I needed to do a no-buy year. Needed, I think, falls under the category of pressure from the outside, whereas wanted is, you know, all about a decision within myself, for myself. If you don't know, Hannah Louise Poston has a channel here on YouTube, which of course I will link below. She's been doing a no-buy year for the year of 2018. She's doing a replacements only no-buy, and she's not buying any new makeup or skincare this year. Starting to watch her journey in her no-buy year. I started watching her, I believe, in September, so she was a good part of the way through her no-buy year. But after I watched a few of her videos, I was inspired to go all the way back to the beginning of her no-buy journey in January and watch the videos through from there. And I can tell you that my immediate emotional reaction to her videos was envy. I was envious that she was enjoying her collection, that she was becoming intimately acquainted with the products within her collection. She was gaining that color recall that I talked about earlier, in that if she knew she wanted a warm camel brown, she knew exactly where to reach for in her collection for that specific shade that she was looking for. I don't have that because I have so much stuff and I'm continuing to buy so many things. So as I was going back through Hannah's original videos and watching through to her current videos, I started to realize a couple things about myself and about my channel. And first and foremost, the doozy of a realization that I had was that I had fallen into a trap, which I think many of us do here on YouTube, especially in the beauty community. But I had fallen into this trap of making my channel about shopping for makeup versus just the makeup. And my journey in beauty was always meant to be an adventure and an exploration of rediscovering makeup, learning about YouTube, learning about the beauty community, both on and off of YouTube, and all of that, and then sharing that information with you guys so that it can benefit you in some way. So my next immediate realization is that I had moved away from what my journey in beauty and my journey on YouTube was always meant to be. So with that being said, my no-buy year, if you want to give it a title, and here I'm going to, I am going to call my no-buy year Back to Beauty, because that is exactly what I want as well as what I need to do. And so here are the details. My no-buy starts December 1st, 2018, and it will go to December 1st of 2019. So it will be a 1 year long no-buy. I am doing a replacements only no-buy, meaning that I may only make a purchase for makeup or skincare when I have completely depleted a category within my collection. For example, if I finish all 5 of these concealers that I currently have in my collection, I can purchase 1 concealer to replace. This is going to be a new journey for me to rediscover my own makeup collection as it currently stands. And through the year, I would really like to curate my collection to contain only products that bring me joy. I love the things that I have, but I know there are things within my collection that don't bring me joy that I hold on to for one weird reason or another. And so I really want to examine those thoughts and that process throughout the year. I also really want to get back to beauty and establish my channel as one that is about the makeup and not shopping. I think shopping is great. I love shopping, but I don't want to be a channel about shopping. It's not relatable to everyone. Not everyone can go and drop hundreds or thousands of dollars in a year on makeup, and therefore that counts me out as being relatable to those people. And to be quite honest, I want to be relatable. I mainly want to get control over my shopping behaviors. I want to disband with emotional shopping, whether it's because I'm sad, angry, upset, hungry, or drunk. I don't, there's just a myriad of different emotions within myself that seem to spark my want to shop. And I really want to get a handle on that. I don't like the thought, the feeling, or the idea of not being in control of myself, because I can only be in control of myself. Therefore, I need to get a handle on this shopping business. And also, I want to curb the shopping that is not wise. I frequently make purchases based on value, based on a good sale, based on envy of other people and their makeup collection. And a really big one is that I tend to purchase makeup thinking that this product will bring me to the ideal version of myself that I see or that I imagine. And we're gonna talk a lot more about that later on, but I just wanted to give you a few reasons why I'm doing this no buy. So let's go ahead and talk about the rules of my no buy. If you are going to do a no buy at any point in your makeup journey, I hope that you will consider writing out or typing out your rules for your no buy. A no buy is not a one size fits all kind of decision. I think each person has to consider individually the areas in which they struggle not to shop, and then account for every situation that might tempt you to purchase or buy makeup or skincare. So these are my rules, and here we go. What is included in my no buy year? It is makeup, all categories, skincare, all categories, perfume, and makeup brushes. So 4 categories. What is not included? And I'll also tell you why. Body care, including scrubs, lotions, body wash, foot scrubs, creams, personal and feminine hygiene, not included. Nail polish and nail care, as well as clothes and makeup sponges. First of all, any of these categories can be added into my no buy if they become a problem at any point. Let's say I lose my mind because I can't buy makeup and I start buying 5 nail polishes a week. Nail polish absolutely can be added to my no buy if it becomes an issue. So same with clothes, body care, nail polish, etc. I also put makeup sponges in this category because I will continue to replace makeup sponges as needed, but makeup brushes are included in my no buy because I don't need any more brushes. I need to make use and get to know the ones that I already have. Things I may acquire in my no buy year and things I may not acquire in my no buy year. First and foremost, I may receive gifts for my birthday, for Mother's Day, etc., anniversary. My husband, as I explained before, is a really, really generous gift giver. He loves to spoil me, and I really appreciate that, and I'm trying not to get misty because I miss him. And so, but we have come to an agreement after he broke my no buy. We did come to an agreement that he absolutely will not buy any more makeup or anything for me unless it is for a holiday. My birthday's in January, our wedding anniversary is in March, and Mother's Day in May. Other than that, I may not receive any gifts from him. Other people may gift things as they wish. Also, as with Hannah Louise Poston, I may buy gifts for others. I really love buying gifts for others. Also, I may repurchase, as I said before, one product to replace in a category that has been completely depleted. I may receive samples or gifts with purchase for any sanctioned purchases, meaning if I run out of toner and I order a toner from Sephora and they have promo codes for, you know, a sample, or they have a gift with purchase with the product that I am replacing, I may receive those promo codes or gifts with purchase. However, I may not use my points at either Ulta or Sephora to acquire new makeup. And by this I mean, you know, at Ulta you acquire points, which translates to free product. For me, I'm not going to be using those points this year to acquire new makeup or skincare unless, again, it's a sanctioned purchase, meaning it is a purchase that I'm allowed to make because I'm replacing a product in a category that has been depleted. So, but like also at Sephora, you can earn point perks. You get so many points, which I will continue to accrue based on repurchasing skincare and staples within my makeup collection. But I may not use those points to acquire new makeup. I'm just going to save them. And in the case of Ulta, I can use those points if I'm using it for a sanctioned purchase, meaning if I have points at Ulta that could take money off of an eye makeup remover, for example, then I can use my points that way. I just may not use those points to acquire new makeup, if that makes sense. And then I may only use gift cards should I receive any for any holiday. I may only use gift cards to make sanctioned purchases, meaning replacement makeup or skincare that falls within my no-buy guidelines. Let's talk about health and safety. This is something that Hannah included in her no-buy rules, and it is something that I also feel strongly about, and that is I may give away and or declutter any makeup or skincare products that compromise my health or safety, including adverse skin reactions, for example, irritation, rash, clogged pores, breakouts, and or an expired product detectable by smell, texture, or adverse changes in the formula. So I may get rid of those things and I may replace them if need be. I don't foresee that happening because I don't plan on changing any of my skincare throughout 2019, so hopefully that won't be an issue. But should something in my collection expire, it will be leaving my collection. I will not force myself to use something that compromises my health and safety, and that includes the health of my skin. I've worked really hard to get my skin to where it is today, and I'm not going to force myself to finish a product that is causing issues with my skin. And then let's go ahead and address decluttering. But in terms of next year, I may declutter in a category that has no chance of being depleted in the year of the no-buy. For example, blush, highlighter, eyeshadow. I'm not gonna run out of those things probably in the next 10 years, let alone in the year of my no-buy. So I may declutter things from those categories if I find that they don't work for me, or I think they might work better for someone else. And then I may not declutter products that are in the wrong shade or the last product in any category that would be completely depleted. For example, foundation, concealer, powder, etc. So hopefully that's all clear as mud. Last couple of things that I want to address, and then I will wake you up from your naps and tell you goodbye. I will be canceling my subscriptions to BoxyCharm as well as Sephora Play. I've known for a while I was going to cancel BoxyCharm after I received my Boxy Luxe in December, but the Sephora Play was a lot harder for me to let go of, and I'm still probably only about 95% certain that that was the right choice. But the reason I was reluctant to get rid of the Sephora Play is I do like receiving little mini products, and I also like trying new things. I've received skincare and hair care and makeup all from Sephora Play that I have then gone out to purchase the full size. And so it was really hard for me to let that one go, but ultimately I feel like to have the full no-buy experience, I need to sort of cut out the situations where I would be receiving new makeup regularly. And so I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna be fine to let go of Sephora Play for a year, and then in 2020, which seems a long ways away, if I want to start receiving Sephora Play again, I can do that. So that's it. This is the beginning of my no-buy year. I hope you will look forward to tomorrow's video, which is my very first Shop My Stash. And I hope all of your makeup days are beautiful makeup days. And I will see you in my next video soon. Bye.